Welcome everyone to Chapter 2 Characteristics and Responsibilities of Leaders. In this topic, we will learn about characteristics of leaders. We will learn about roles and responsibility of leaders. We will start at the first part, characteristic of leader. Last chapter, we learned about leadership theories. There are a lot of leadership theories last week that we mentioned. At present, there are just only some core leadership theories that we use in business. The first one is threat theories. Threat theory, they focus on what type of person makes a good leader. Threat or characteristic or type of person, what type of person makes a good leader. Second theory is behavioral theories. What does a good leader do? We focus on behavior of leaders. Third theory is situation theories or contingency theories. How does the situation influence good leadership? These theories focus on situation that influence good leadership. Leadership depends on situation. And the last core leadership theories that we normally use in business is power and influence theories. There are two famous theories in this category. The first one is transactional and the second one is transformational. These theories focus on what is the source of the leader's power. If you can remember last chapter, we learned what the difference between transactional and transformational and different of leader power of these two type theories. For threat theories, they are focused on threat, or sometimes we call characteristics. What is characteristics? Cambridge Dictionary say characteristic is a typical or noticeable quality of someone or something. Sometimes when you read leadership books, you might see the word characteristic or traits or qualities, attributes or features of leader. It's similar meaning. It's mean like characteristic of leader or traits of leader. Everybody has their own characteristic or traits, both good and bad traits. If you used to play The Sims, this is a game from EA, Electronic Arts. The Sims, before you start the game, you have to create your character. There are 35 traits spanning 4 categories or 4 types of traits. The first one is emotional and hobby, lifestyle, and the last one is social. You have to choose your own traits for your character before you start the game. What about leader? Leader also have their own traits. This is the recommend of global leadership attributes recommend in the textbook Introduction to Leadership. There are both positive and negative leader attributes. For positive leader attributes, leader should have administratively skill. Leader should be able to build confidence. Leader should have communicative or communication skill. Leader should be a good coordinator. Leader should have a good decisive skill. Leader should dependable. Leader should dynamic. Leader should be effective bargainer. This is very important when you work as a team and in your company have many team or even bargain with customer. Leader should encouraging. Leader should have an excellent oriented. Leader should be foresight, honest, informed, intelligent, motivational, plan ahead. This is very important. A good leader should have a plan, always have a plan. Positive, this is very important as well. Have a skill of team building, or leader should be a team builder. Trustworthy. And the last one is win-win problem solver. This is very important. When problems comes, leaders should have a good way to negotiate, to find a win-win solution for everybody. What about the negative leader attribute? Which attributes that leader should avoid, should not have? This is the negative leader attributes. The first one is loner. The second one is irritable, ruthless, asocial, non-explicit, dictatorial. No one like dictator, right? Non-cooperative. This is not good leader. And egocentric. You are not the center of the universe. You are leader. You have to listen a lot. And this is general positive and negative attributes for leaders. But if we have to cut or select just some attribute or some qualities or some traits, some characteristic, which one is very essential for a good or great leader? This is one guy, Brian Tracy. He wrote many bestseller books. He wrote the books Go Eat That Frog, Self-Made Millionaire, No Excuse. He is very famous. You can Google his name. He recommends 7 essential qualities of all great leaders. What is that 7 qualities? Let's see the video.
Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and I want to talk to you now about leadership qualities. More than 50 qualities have been identified that are important to great leaders. But there are 7 leadership qualities that seem to stand out as being more important than the others. The good news is that each of these leadership qualities can be learned, and they must be learned by practice and repetition. First of all, great leaders have vision. They can see into the future. They have a clear, exciting idea of where they are going and what they're trying to accomplish, and they're excellent at strategic planning in getting there. Now, this quality of vision separates them from managers. Having a clear vision turns the individual into a special type of person. This quality of vision changes a transactional manager, someone who works with people to get the job done, into a transformational leader, someone who transforms the future of the business. While a manager gets the job done, great leaders tap into the emotions of their employees. Now, the second quality of a great leader is courage. The quality of courage means that you are willing to take risks in the achievement of your goals with no assurance of success. Because there's no certainty in life or business, every commitment you make and every action you take entails a risk of some kind. Among the 7 leadership qualities, courage is the most outwardly identifiable trait of a leader. The third quality is integrity. In every strategic planning session that I've conducted for large and small corporations, the first value that all the gathered executives agree upon for their company is integrity. They all agree on the importance of complete honesty in everything they do, both internally and externally. The core of integrity is truthfulness. Integrity requires that you always tell the truth to all people in every situation. Truthfulness is the foundation quality of the trust that is necessary for the success of any business. The fourth quality of a great leader is humility. Great leaders are those who are strong and decisive, but also humble. Humility doesn't mean that you're weak or unsure of yourself. It means that you have the self-confidence and self-awareness to recognize the value of others without feeling threatened. It means that you are willing to admit that you could be wrong, that you recognize you may not have all the answers. And it means that you give credit where credit is due. The fifth quality is strategic planning. Great leaders are also outstanding at strategic planning. They have the ability to look ahead, to anticipate with some accuracy where the industry and the markets are going. Leaders have the ability to anticipate trends well in advance of their competitors. They continually ask, based on what is happening today, where is the market going? Where is it likely to be in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years? What will customers want? And they do this through thoughtful strategic planning. Leaders always focus on the needs of the company and the situation. Leaders focus on results, on what must be achieved by themselves and by others and by the company. Great leaders focus on strengths in themselves and in others. They focus on the strengths of the organization, on the things that the company does best in satisfying demanding customers in a competitive marketplace. Your ability as a leader to call the shots and make sure that everyone is focused and concentrated on the most valuable use of their time is essential to the excellent performance of your company. The most important contribution you can make to your company is to be a leader, to accept responsibility for results, and to dare to go forward. Now, thank you for watching this video on leadership qualities. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button below and click on the link on the screen to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Alright, and that are 7 essential qualities or traits or characteristics of all great leaders from Brian Tracy. What is that 7 essential qualities? Can you get it? But no worry, you will have to answer this question in quiz again when you finish the lesson.